Alright, you lovely fucks. I wasn't planning on making a shitpost today, because you know those days where just everything just pisses you off? And like, I'm not sure if I'm tired or what, but I'm at that point right now where I nearly had like not a nervous breakdown, but like, I nearly like had a fucking breakdown because the fucking store was closed, so I couldn't go buy ice cream, alright? Like, it's one of those days where I'm just so, I don't know if I'm stressed or what, but I'm just so fucking like, not okay. That's not a good thing. So I wasn't gonna make a shit post because of that. But then I was like, I got a story for y'all, so I have to tell it. Alright? So, as you all know, I work at a restaurant as a cashier. So my whole job is, you know, like, take care of, like, pick up the phone, take people's, like, takeout orders, give them takeout orders, help the servers, and do a lot of side work. You know, pretty basic stuff. So I was doing, and so I had a few customers today while we were rushed. So, no one else could help me with this. There were two ladies in line, and one lady, she was technically in line, but not really. She was kind of off to the side a little bit, but she was kind of talking to me like she was in line, asking questions about the menu, and talking about her love for Lebanese food and like Middle Eastern food and all that stuff. And this other lady who was kind of standing there, and she obviously knew what she wanted. She was just kind of waiting to see what the other lady was going to do. And I'm going to call the two ladies. Bitch lady's going to be the one that was talking about Lebanese food and how much she loves it and Middle Eastern food. And then the other lady, I'm just going to call poor woman. Because it'll make sense. So poor woman's just standing there, and she kind of wants to order. But, of course, I'm not sure what bitch lady's doing, and she's not sure what bitch lady's doing, so we're just kind of saying that. Eventually, poor woman's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I know what I want already. Do you mind? And the bitch lady didn't say anything. So poor woman's just like, can I get, all I want is just 2 rice puddings to go. And I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty simple, whatever, I can quickly do that. So I quickly like I quickly like put that in the system, get her paid out, you know, all that good stuff. One of my coworkers comes over and notices that she got 2 rice puddings. It's like, oh, heading in the back already, might as well go get them while I'm there. So the lady gets her rice puddings and heads off her way. And as soon as she starts walking away, bitch lady just, suddenly her face just went down. Like, she was like really happy, like, you know, seemed like a good mood, talking to us and all that. And all of a sudden she just went serious for a second, looked at her, and she's like, that woman means trouble. I'm gonna be right back. And storms out after this poor woman. Storms out, like, the lady's already out the door. By the way, I didn't mention this. This isn't too important a story, but it kind of sets the scene of why I was a little bit more nervous and stuff. This lady had, like, 2 young children with her, like a boy and a girl with her. And this bitch decides to go out, literally walks out of like, storms out of the store after this lady, and starts like, and so we can't hear a word that she's saying, but like, we see her go and confront this poor woman, and talking about something, I don't know what. So like, she's like talking to this woman, and this woman looks confused as all hell, and is like worried and such, and I'm standing there, like, me and a few of my coworkers actually, we stopped what we were doing and watching this. I was afraid that this bitch was gonna stab this woman, cause, I don't know, there's something about it. I thought she was gonna stab her, like, literally stab her. And so, this happens. The lady walks away and, like, walks to her car, so, we're just saying there, like, is she just not gonna order? Is she just gonna leave? Like, okay, whatever. And we go back to our normal duties, and then she comes back. The bitch lady comes back, and we're like, oh, fuck. Oh boy. And so she's greeted by my manager, who, bless his heart, like, he put up with some shit. Well, she came back and she started talking to him, and she started saying how the poor woman looked like trouble, and how she had to go get a license plate, and she was gonna go contact the FBI because that woman looked like trouble. And she's like, oh, you know, the second Colombian woman I've run into today. These Colombian women are after me. They're such trouble. And I'm just like, is she a racist? Is she just a fucking racist? Like, oh my god. But it gets worse, though. It gets 10 times worse. Because then she starts talking about how fucking George Clooney is an assassin and killed her, I think her father, and now was after her, and was sending Colombian women after her. and how she was contacting, and because like she and her husband her father worked for the FBI, and how like, and so she was gonna contact the FBI and because she knew these were in trouble, she can tell who was trouble and whatnot. She was a really good eye for that, and she was going this whole fucking story about George Clooney being an actor, like acting as an actor, but he was really an assassin trying to assassinate her father and her, which he had succeeded assassinating her father apparently. And I was just sitting there the entire time like, yeah, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, oh yeah, and thankfully I got another phone call during that time, so my manager had to go deal with her, and I'm just like, what the ever living fuck? Like, she finally leaves, and me and my manager and like and some of the other people that were around that were listening were like, what was that? What? She was fucking off her rocker, and I'm like, I thought she was just gonna be a plain old racist. At least that I could deal with, because I already do deal with it. Because I have some races in my family, but it's just like, then it just went 0 to 100. I'm like, what the hell? And so that was my story for the night. I still don't know how I feel about that. That was just fucking bizarre as all hell. And yeah. Yeah, that's my one work story. Oh god, that was so fucking just weird. That was even weird because I thought my work story for the day was gonna be this lady calls on the phone and starts speaking Arabic to me and was like, do you speak Arabic? And I'm like, no. And she speaks a bit more Arabic, and she's like, someone that speaks Arabic works there. And I'm like, let me put it on hold for a moment. I go get my manager, who's the only guy who speaks Arabic at the time, and I'm like, yo, this lady is looking for someone who speaks Arabic, and he's just like, I don't speak Arabic. And I'm just like, don't do this to me, man. She's terrifying me. I know you do, because you speak it to to the boss and to a few of my other coworkers. Like, I know you do. And he ends up telling her that he speaks a little bit and convinces her, because she wanted someone who speaks Arabic for her grandmother, and he eventually convinced her to translate what her grandmother says in Arabic to English to him. And I'm just sitting there like, why didn't you do that in the first place? I think this is the reason why I'm just so on edge today. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's been such a weird ass day. So yeah, that's apparently today's shitpost. I'm glad I didn't do this for the morning and I waited until tonight to do this, because on one hand, I was reluctant to do this, but on the other hand, I had some fucking stories for y'all. Alright? Hope you enjoy them, you piece of shit. I'm joking. I love you guys, I promise. Alright. I'm gonna leave off on that. So, thank you guys so much for fucking watching. I can't believe that happened today. Oh my fucking god. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy.